It's mostly just a ton of gears stacked on each other, with each tooth in the gear being labeled like 1 through 10.
Weren't we talking about like a base 12 system or something? And then how like the days in the month got like...
Yeah, if you put 16 teeth on the gears, there's no reason that you couldn't make it do hex dust.
I don't think I can count hex decks, whatever the hell that is.
If you had
16?
2 teeth on the gear, maybe you could... Yeah, I don't know why they use a base 16 system sometimes, but they sure do.
16,
anyhow,
32,
if you did...
that.
If you did 2 teeth on the gear, it would just be back to binary.
No, we don't like binary because that's been done.
No,
sir.
The perfect analog computer would have infinitely many teeth on these gears. It would just be a sphere. Which brings us to the...
Does that work?
I'm glad that you asked, because they actually made things like that to solve differential equations and fancy calculus.
Holy shit.
They made differential analyzers. Where it works sort of like back when mice had wheels, you know, it would just be like a big ball with wheels that rub up against it, and it would spin around, and by tracing out certain areas and measuring how far the wheels go, you could do some pretty fancy calculus like that.
I'm pissed that I didn't have this when I was taking DiffEQ.
That's not the only way to mechanically do calculus. You know, when you think about integration and differentiation conceptually, there's no reason that you couldn't do it physically, you know?
Oh,
like if you wanted to find the area under a curve, you know, you can try and do an integral and stuff. You can try and like do Riemann sums or try and approximate it with a bunch of triangles and squares. Or you can take a hunk of steel and carve your curve onto it and then fucking weigh it.
I love it. We're gonna fucking weigh it.
And then you can just have a arm that moves across the curve. You say, oh, okay, well, I want to go this far up. Well, great, that puts me on this point on the curve. That's a pretty valid way to do analog computing with calculus. And they did that for, like, a lot of artillery purposes. Like, I'm pretty sure battleships and stuff in World War II had something like that for artillery.
Really? Damn.
I mean, there are plenty of ways to do analog and mechanical computing, but there's some fun stuff that they got away with.
I just love the idea of somebody frantically writing down DiffEQ equations in the middle of a boat. That image is just like,
Mein Captain, they're gaining on us, and we have not hit them with the torpedo yet. Scheiße, 5 minutes, I am almost done. Crazy too. Oh, I forgot to add the plus C on the end.
No, not the plus C. Oh, I always hated it when professors docked you for not having the plus C. Such a shitty way to get like minus a fucking 8 points.
Right,
or whatever
like they slam the steel door to your compartment of the U-boat as it begins to fill with water, and you go, oh, I forgot to add the plus C, that's why we got hit by the artillery. Oh, that's why we're going down. Oh, fuck. Then you drown.
I done knew that. Why didn't anybody tell me?
I don't know. That's I'm not a